Call the meeting to order. If you'd please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So I am convening this meeting as the governing body for the Douglas County 4-H Master Gardener and Extension Service District. We're doing this a little bit different order so that Laura can get back to work before we get into our meeting. So we have one agenda item to deal with today, and I'll invite up Laura Corder to explain what we're doing. Good morning.
Laura Corder, OSU Extension Office. You have an order in front of you for your consideration and approval to appoint a new budget officer for OSU Extension.
Sure we want to do that? We have a good budget officer now.
I know, yeah. I'm gonna volunteer.
And we know how much you like speaking.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do this all the time. It's just this, right?
Everybody watching too.
Yes, okay.
I will move to appoint the new budget officer.
I'll second.
We have a motion, a second. Questions or comments? You want to explain to everybody why we're doing this?
Retiring?
There you go.
Yes, because I love extension. Yes, and I love coming to these meetings, and that would be the only reason I would not be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I am available as a volunteer, so need some help.
Parks Advisory Board.
Parks, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, we've got lots of places for people.
Yes, you do.
So we have a motion, a second. Any further questions or comments? Thank you for all you've done for the
Thank you.
organization.
All
I'll
right.
call the question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Commissioner Kress?
Aye.
Chair votes aye and the motion passes. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. I'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting and go ahead and convene as the Douglas County Board of Commissioners. The first item is a consent calendar, or consent agenda. We only have one item, and it is just a routine contract extension. And I will move to approve the consent agenda.
And I'll second.
A motion, a second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll call a question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Commissioner Kress?
Aye.
Chair votes aye and the motion passes. Next agenda item is questions and comments from the citizens. Anybody online today? Did we receive any emails ahead of time? Anybody here in the room that would like to speak today? Seeing none, we'll move to the agenda items. Agenda item number 3 is the Land Department item, and I'll invite up our Land Department Director, Tony Page. Good morning.
Morning, Commissioners. Tony Page, Land Department. This is an advertised and scheduled public hearing. It's to consider transferring 2 undeveloped previously tax foreclosed parcels in Sutherland School District 130. Assessor's property ID number is R1336668 and 133669. Situs addresses for both are 0 Southside Road in Sutherland, and this transfer is made pursuant to ORS 271-330 subsection 1, which is based on a transfer to another governmental agency and carries the condition that these properties are used for not less than 20 years for a public purpose. There are no known objections at this time, and with that, I ask if you would open the public hearing.
Okay, and I'll go ahead. Any questions of staff before I open the public hearing? So now I'm going to open the public hearing. Is there anybody online that would like to, anybody here in the room would like to come forward? We're in public hearing for the Land Department. So now I'll close the public hearing, and I'm assuming the next agenda item is the actual action item? Or do we take action on this
We
one?
take action on that one. There's a bargain and sale deed to accommodate the transfer if you approve of the agenda.
All right, so pleasure of the board on agenda item number 3. This is the transfer of the 2 tax foreclosure parcels.
Move to approve the transfer to the Sutherland School District.
And I'll second that.
A motion, a second. Questions or comments? This is just some land that's not buildable or anything, it's just wetland.
It's a
Yeah.
wetland that's mitigated or delineated wetland that goes with a subdivision. It's just not buildable.
Okay, no further questions or comments. I'll call the question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Commissioner Kress?
Aye.
Chair votes aye and the motion passes. Next agenda item is Land Department. Mr. Page.
Thanks. Tony Page, Land Department. What you have before you on this item is a bargain and sale deed. Douglas County is selling our 1/2 interest in a previously tax foreclosed small shared driveway. This is located on 0 Plateau Drive in Roseburg, Oregon, and is the main ingress, the only ingress and egress for 527 Plateau Drive, which is Sand and Emma Davis. The assessor account number is R60805. The monetary consideration for this conveyance is $1,000 made pursuant to ORS 275-225, which states a non-buildable parcel worth under $15,000 sold over the counter. Are there any questions?
Move to approve the bargain and sale deed.
I'll second.
A motion second. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll call the question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Commissioner Kress?
Aye.
Chair votes aye, and the motion passes. Thank you very much. Agenda item number 5 is a Parks Department item, and I'll invite up our Parks Director, Mark Wall. Good morning.
Commissioners. Before you have a grant agreement between Douglas County and Oregon Parks and Rec to provide operations, maintenance, and equipment for our Winchester Bay County parks. Total project cost $830,293 with a required match of $166,058 from the department. This is a 2-year O&M grant. It includes $60,000 towards a $75,000 tractor for the coast, and is able to increase the O&M support by $100,000 a year. The last agreement.
Move to approve the grant agreement.
I'll second that.
A motion second. Questions or comments? So oftentimes we have a very small, loud group of the public that are concerned about the dollars and the money we spent in our coastal parks area. But what they don't understand is a lot of that money we're spending comes from these types of grants. And it's because of specific uses. In this case, it's off-highway vehicle registration that people pay money into, and then some of that money comes back to have facilities so they can, use their off-road vehicles. So I'm glad we do these type of things and make our facilities really state-of-the-art and nice for that type of use. So thank you for applying for these. Any other questions or comments? No, I'll call a question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Commissioner Kress?
Aye.
Chair votes aye, and the motion passes. Thank you. Agenda item number 6 is a Public Works item,
I'll field this one.
and I will have Commissioner Kress do this one.
Yeah, so what we have here is a contract it's a intergovernmental agreement between Douglas County and the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife to provide work crew services. Sometimes they'll have brush cleared, that kind of thing they need help with, and this is a contract so that we can actually do some of that work, and I would move to approve that contract.
I'll second.
Motion second. Questions or comments? Keep my comments to myself. Anything else? Seeing none, I'll call a question. Commissioner Boyce?
Aye.
Commissioner Kress?
Aye.
Chair votes aye, and the motion passes. Agenda item number 7 is commissioner comments. Commissioner Boyce?
None for me today.
Commissioner Kress?
Just my annual reminder to those folks listening, pass it on, people. We're gonna have a hot weekend. Water's still cold. Every year we have some tragedies this time of year, so just kind of want to remind everybody, it's the transition that seems to get us. So just that time of year, that's it.
Great. So a couple things from me. One, last weekend being Memorial Day, there was Memorial Day events all over the county. I think between the 3 of us, we attended 5 of those events. Wish we could do more. It's amazing to see communities turn out to honor fallen veteran or fallen military folks that gave their life trying to defend this country and making sure we get to do what we get to do every day. So great to see the incredible turnouts in all these communities. You talked about the cold water early in the summer. I'm glad you brought that up, but I'm going to talk a little bit about fire season and fire danger. We're already seeing escaped burns. People are burning their burn piles, which again, that's something that happens pretty often here in Douglas County. And doing that safely is fine, but people aren't being careful. They're leaving them and they're getting away. So it's already dried out pretty quickly. We've had quite a bit of wind, which is unusual for here. That dries things out even quicker. So I'd like everybody to be careful, be mindful. It's awful early to have the DFPA folks and our rural fire departments out fighting wildfires. So it seems like it's an early start this year, but let's please be careful. Anything else? Seeing none, I'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you all for being here.